You're listening to a podcast by the Perennial Leader Project. Welcome back to Dying Every Day, Stoicism in a Year. Today is day 22, and we're exploring the perils of anger through a selected passage from Seneca. Anger is that which overleaps reason and carries it away. Reason considers nothing but the question at issue. Anger is moved by trifling things that lay outside the case. An overconfident demeanor, a voice too loud, unrestrained speech, and popularity with the public. Anger is inflamed by all of them. It will often condemn the accused because it hates his lawyer, even if the truth is piled up before its eyes. It loves error and upholds it. It refuses to be convinced and counts persistence in what is wrongly begun to be more honorable than penitence. What is more unworthy of the wise man than that his emotions should depend on the wickedness of others? Shall great Socrates lose the power to carry back home the same look he had when he left? If the wise man is to be angered by low deeds, and upset and unsettled by crimes, indeed, nothing is more woeful than the wise man's lot. His whole life will be passed in anger and grief. For what moment will there be when he will not see something to disapprove of? And this passage is adapted from On Anger. Can you think of a time when you lost your temper? What did you learn from the experience? The Stoics believe that anger doesn't lead to good outcomes. Seneca's writing makes the point clear when he says, "Great anger ends in madness, and therefore anger is to be avoided, for the sake not of moderation, but of sanity." Similarly, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, "It's not what they do that bothers us. That's a problem for their minds, not ours. It's our own misperceptions. Discard them. Be willing to give up thinking of this as a catastrophe, and your anger is gone." Consider journaling or reflecting on the topic of anger. You might ask yourself questions like, how do I define or think about anger? And how can I avoid being, quote, carried away by anger in daily life? Thank you for listening to Dying Every Day, Stoicism in a Year. I hope you found something useful for daily life. If you enjoy what we're doing here and want to support the project, consider becoming a Perennial Meditations member. And finally, as always, I urge you to put what you heard into practice. Until next time, be wise and be well.